Let's pull from your muscle and cerebral memory what we need for today's class. It'll be on the reformer. So focus on the arms and perhaps with the abs as well. So let's uncross. Bring your palms together. Look straight ahead, eyes open. Look down your cheeks, eyes open. Relax your shoulders and close your eyes. Release it, move around just a little bit. Let's warm up the spine first. You have on one red and one blue spring. That's 1.5. Hands on the foot bar and feet against the shoulder rests. Breathe. As you exhale, press back just a little ways. You're in neutral. And we're just getting going here. And a couple more times. Just a little ways and back. And good. Now let's press away a little bit farther. And hold for a moment. And then glide forward. You're still neutral. And press away, 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 and pause. And then glide back in. We'll do one more like that. Press away, hold, and then very meticulously round the spine up toward the ceiling in a cat. Your arms are still pressing away as your knees pull in, and in. So you're really curving the spine. The knees are probably under your nose now. Hips almost to the heels perhaps. And then let's take that way out again. Breathing here. And as you exhale again, your arms are pressing far away. The knees are pulling in and you're aware of your spine stretching. Finally, as you look down, your knees are under your nose. Belly is really pulled in. And we'll do one more just like that. Out you go, breathing. And exhale, round up, up with the spine. And you're feeling your spine just open up and elongate. Finally looking down, knees under the nose. Put both hands on the left side of your bar. And push away again with the knees. And let's do the same meticulous release of the carriage in toward the bumper. And put a little more focus on the right side. So your elbows are locked. And in you go. And you're feeling that long stretch on your right side. Let's take it out again, breathing. And as you exhale, up you go again. If you can orient in some way to maximize that stretch on your right side, please do. So you're breathing. Send it out again. Put both hands on the right side now. And round up. And you're feeling that opening on your left side. Remember, you're pushed as far away from the bumper as you can with your head. And we'll do that one more time. Knees go out, push away. And then as you round up, you're feeling that increased stretch on your left side. Breathing into it. Slowly. Finally, knees under the nose again. Let's separate both hands, a hand on either end of the bar. Push away, breathe. And as you exhale, drop just a little bit, belly toward the floor, and pull forward in a light extension. So you're looking straight out in front of you, and you'll push away again, holding that light extension, breathing, and pulling in and in, keeping that light extension again. And we'll do one more. Push away. And in you go. Let's release that for a moment. Roll your wrists around a couple of times. Then put the hands back on. They're at either end of the bar. In a neutral spine, you'll push away and hold. Bend both elbows. Your face is over the bar, and then push away. So you're not real low to the bar. You're just warming up some biceps and triceps here. And bend the elbows, gliding in and pressing out. Couple of more like this, shoulders fixed. Last time like this. Out and hold. Now, for want of a better word, poke your butt up toward the ceiling a little bit so your spine, head, from the back of the head to your sacrum, it feels parallel to the floor. And pull in with the knees and out. In with the knees a little and out. You're pulling in with your abs here. So your spine never really moves. And knees go in, knees go out. The pace is a little quicker here. In and out. One more like this. Good, bring it back in to the bumper for a moment. Now put both knees on the right side of your carriage. You can leave your feet where they are. Breathe in, and as you exhale, out you go again. You feel neutral, parallel to the floor, and pull in. We'll see if we can get to some obliques here. And pull in, close your ribs, scoop tight, and out, and in, and out. Both knees on the right side of the carriage. Couple of more. Last time. Very good. Both knees go on the left side of the carriage. You can leave your feet where they are. Hands wide. Out you go again. So you're pushed away. And pull in and out. Exhale and inhale out. So we're really bearing down on the obliques. All we have to do is close the ribs and scoop the belly tight. And your torso and arms are motionless. A couple of more. And last time. Good. Let's bring it back into the bumper. Separate your knees. And roll your wrists around for a moment. Let's have a seat on the right side. Just let your left leg hang off. Put your right foot on the bar and scoop down to the end of the carriage. There. Hands together on the left end of the bar. And all you're doing is just stretching the leg out. We're just getting a little stretch to warm up here. So you're breathing into that. You can do some little soft bobs if you like. Nothing radical. Let's bend that knee. See if you can get it in toward the shoulder. All right, you're towards your right shoulder, so we're opening the hip now. Your arms are helping you pull in. And let's send it back out again. And stretch the back of the leg, maybe a little inner thigh. Breathing. I'm perched right on the edge of the carriage, by the way. And then pull in, and perhaps that shoulder aims, the knee aims in towards your shoulder. And your arms are helping you pull in and open that right hip. You're breathing. Now, let's sort of release that and go to the other side. Your left foot is on the left end of the bar. Scoot your sits bones to the very edge of the carriage and put both hands on the right side and simply stretch the leg out. So my right foot's on the floor. And I'm just opening up the back of the left leg now. And you're breathing. And then we'll bend the knee, and maybe that knee goes, with the assistance from your arms, it pulls the shoulder toward the knee. We're opening that hip. So you're breathing into that. Let's straighten the leg back out again. Drop the chest. And do some little soft bobs up and down with your torso. Nothing big. Just inviting that stretch into the back of your leg, perhaps a little inner thigh. And then let's bend the knee again. Use your arm muscles to pull the carriage in toward the bumper. That sends the shoulder and the knee almost together. And we're opening that hip. You can listen to your body about how close you can go. Good, let's release that. And straddle so that you can get another red spring on there. So for you, it's 2.5, 2 reds and a blue. Then Lay down. Your headrest is on a comfortable position up. Your feet are on the foot bar, of course, balls of the feet. Heels high, breathe. As you exhale, squeeze your glutes and out you go. Bend the knees and bring it back. Exhale, squeeze out, and inhale back. So you've got neutral spine and core the whole time. And squeeze it out, and inhale back. Just a couple more like this. And back. Last time. Into the bumper and hold. Pilates V, heels together. Heels are high. Breathe in as you exhale, squeeze together, and bend, knees wide. Exhale out, and inhale, bend. So you're looking at the ceiling, and bend. We'll do a couple more like this. And last time, hold, hold, hold. Just stretch it out there for a moment. And then drop the heels under. We'll dig into the backs of the legs again. Can add some little bounces. You can do your reciprocation, your little pony. One and the other. Breathing. And exhaling. Turned out for the moment. And then let's bring it back into the bumper and parallel your feet. They don't have to touch. Stretch the legs out and drop the heels under. So we'll get that stretch right down the back of the calf, the soleus muscle above the heel. You're breathing into it, using your favorite choreography to invite the stretch in. Come up to tiptoes and then bend the knees. Bring it back into the bumper. Let's take a wide stance. So the heels are planted on the edges of the bar and your toes are up. And let's add a little bit of arm work here. So as if you're going to lift a barbell up toward the ceiling, breathe in as you exhale, stretch the arms up. You can even make a light fist here. And then squeeze it down. So we're using our own resistance here. And down. Imagine there's a pretty heavy weight there. Your chest is activated. And down. Your elbows do not pop. And down. So we feel biceps and triceps really engaging here. And down. Exhale, press, and down. Just a couple of more. Squeeze up, and down. Last time. Bring it back to the bumper. Turn out to grand plie. Let's do a hug a tree or a fly in the same way. Your arms are out to the sides. Breathe as you exhale. Hug that tree, and wide. So you're in a grand plie position, and back you go. So we're remembering to work not only the upper body muscles, but your glutes, inner and outer thighs, and the legs. And breathing and exhale, squeezing over the chest. And wide, do 3 more like this. And a couple of more, squeeze out. Remember, you're using your own resistance here. And squeeze in, hold, hold, hold. And then release back to the bumper. Put your headrest down so that it's flat. And put the arches of the feet on the bar. Breathe in as you exhale. Squeeze your glutes, tuck your pelvis, and lift into a bridge. Press down into your arms. And send the legs out. And bend back in. If you need to reposition your feet to optimize the support, please do. They need to go wider or closer together. And then out you go. And bend in. The hips stay at a stable height here both ways. And remember, we're working glutes, stretching the hip flexors when the legs are out, and engagement in the arms to support all that. Your neck is relaxed. Couple of more. Exhaling out. And last time. Out you go. Bring it back into the bumper, hips still high. And let's articulate down. And down. Knees are bent. And down you go. Great. Pull the knees in towards your chest. You can even rock and roll a couple of times. Now, straddling the reformer, come up to seated and take off your blue springs. So you have two reds. And then lay back down and get your handles in your hands. Fingers are extended. You're in your core and in neutral spine. Remember, you can always adjust the tension if it's too much or you want to feel more. Let's come to tabletop leg, breathe. As you exhale, press straight down toward carriage and back up to the top. Exhale, press, inhale, up. Working from behind the shoulders. Now the chest muscles are stabilizing and they have some resistance to play with. And arm muscles too. And breathing, exhale, press. Let's go for a couple more like this. Last time. Press, hold, hold, hold. Turn into a Pilates V, all right? And the arms go out to the sides and then zip the legs out. And out to the sides, zip the legs out. You can stay with this, or on the next one, you lift the head. And out. And head down. Exhale, squeeze out and head down. You're feeling arms, legs, upper abs, low abs, and press. If you want to leave the head up for a few, that's fine. If that does not work for you, just go with the head up and down. Let's do a couple of more. Press. Last time. Press. Bring the arms to the sides and put the feet on the bar. The arms go up toward the ceiling. Breathe in to tabletop leg and press all the way down. All right, let's send the knees over to the left. Your sacrum bone is still down, but both knees are together and they're just sort of to the left. Bend both elbows and send the legs out. So we're just going to dig into a little more oblique here. You're breathing, the legs go slightly out to the left together. Inhale. Exhale, one more like this. And then let's take the knees to the right and do it again. Out you go. And in. And send them out. Close your ribs. You'll feel some work in your obliques there. A couple of more like this. Press. Last time. Press. Bring it back into the bumper. Give yourself a little break. Arms up toward the ceiling. Extend your fingers. Come to tabletop again. The legs. Press straight down. Send your knees to the left again. And let's flap out, okay? And send the legs out. We're going to do two more like this and then change it up. And press. Take them over to the right. And press. Close your ribs. So we're just doing a little side kick to the right here. Now we're going to reciprocate. They go to the left. They come back to middle and go to the right. And through the middle, kick to your left. And close your ribs. We're trying to keep the torso and sacrum bones stable. And good. So you're still flapping. This is good for your brain. And one more each way. And good. Bring it back into the bumper. Give yourself a little break. Let's choke up on the ropes behind you. So you're going to creep your fingers way back there. Scoot away from the shoulder rest a little so you can actually extend your arms way out over your head. The arms stay parallel to the floor. I forgot to say you can put your headrest up if that feels better to you, or you can leave it down. Come to tabletop breathe as you exhale, a nice lat pull down here. And out you go. And exhale, pull straight down, elbows toward the waist. And then release slowly. We want to stay in control the whole time. And your shoulders are fixed, so they're not hiking up. There's a lot of work in keeping those shoulders fixed. And press. And go wide. Let's add some leg work if you want to. They just zip out into a teaser leg. And then they retract as the arms go up. And exhale, pull, extend the legs. And bring it back in. You've got neutral spine, you've got core, you got lats working. There's a lot going on here. Press. Let's go for a couple of more. And press. Last time. And press. And then release. bring the feet to the bumper. Take your handles off and put your fuzzies on. You're in neutral spine and core with the legs straight up toward the ceiling, and let's sneak in a little stretch here, letting the feet float out over your face and breathe into that. Scoop your belly, squeeze the legs forward of the hips a bit. They are parallel to start. Breathe. As you exhale, press straight down and float it up. And exhale, squeeze down and inhale up. You're using glutes to squeeze the legs down, down, down. And float them up again. We'll go for a couple more just like this, staying neutral the whole time. And back up you go. I want you to take it down and hold. So your legs feel like they're coming straight out of your hips. Let's take the legs wide now to the sides. And then squeeze back in together. And breathe out wide to the sides. They're about as low as they can go. And together. You're holding neutral. You're in your core. You feel glutes, inner and outer thighs pressing. And you're breathing wide. And exhale, press the heels together. Inhaling and squeezing together. Go for one more. Press and hold in Pilates V. And then we'll go up and down again. You can be in a diamond pull position. And the legs down and up. Exhale, squeeze down, and inhale up. So we're feeling the work start in the glutes, and your inner thighs are actively keeping the heels together. Breathing up, and squeezing down, staying neutral, feeling your core, keep it that way. Two more like this, press. And last time, press. Good, let's bring it to about halfway up and parallel your feet, knees together. Now, bend the knees, all right? So your heels and your knees are at the same height. So the knees are over the hips. Now open out into a book. That means you're just going to open and close your knees. You're not moving the carriage for this one. This is book and diamond, knees together. So we're just rotating from your hips. Good. We do diamond, then we do book. And breathing and exhaling. Just a couple of more like this. Now we're going to begin a little journey, okay? With each diamond and book, you're going to press out a little bit farther, okay? A little farther, legs are going to extend. A little farther, they're still opening and closing, right at the hips there. And so let's do a book and a diamond, then push out a little farther and a book and a diamond, and push out a little farther and a book and a diamond, and a little farther. And so finally, we end up with the legs straight again, and we're still just rotating at the hips. Parallel, Pilates V. Parallel, Pilates V. So that really comes from the upper leg and glutes here. A couple of more. And nice. Okay, pull the knees in towards your chest for a moment. Just give yourself a little break. The legs go up toward the ceiling now. Your feet are parallel, legs too. Let's add a double bicycle here. So press straight down. Bend the knees in, the legs go up and straight down the middle. And inhale up to the top. Exhale, press. So we're trying to keep that spine in neutral. There's a lot of work there, especially as those knees pull in with assist there. And exhale. And up, we'll do one more this way. Let's go into a Pilates V. The knees go wide as they pull in, up and squeeze down. So it's like a double bicycle, but turned out. Staying neutral, especially when you pull in. And we'll do one more. And good. Let's bring the legs up toward the ceiling. Take your right fuzzy off, but have it in your hand. And just let that left leg stretch over your head. And you're breathing. You can even take the rope in your hand, give it a nice little squeeze, and then send it out to the side. And if you want to, you can straighten out that right leg. You decide what's better for you. Let's do straighten it out. Straighten out your right leg. Your left leg is to the side. And let's bend your right knee. Bend the knee. Now that's the knee that's on the bar, on the foot bar. Yeah, good. You can feel that stretch as the knee bends. We're stretching that leg farther out to the side. And we'll do one more just like this. Bend and stretch it out. Let's take that leg up toward the ceiling. Take that fuzzy off. We're going to do the other one. Your right leg is up toward the ceiling with the fuzzy on the foot. Your left leg is straight and the foot is on the bar. So your legs are making a letter L. All right. Let's bend the knee that's with the foot on the bar. And you'll find that that pulls the straight leg over your head. Yeah. Good. All right. Let's let the right leg fall out to the side. So it goes to the right. And then bend the left knee again. Ooh, that gives you a nice stretch, doesn't it? And then out. And then bend the knee again, just getting a nice stretch here. And out. We don't have to do a thing, but bend and straighten the left knee. And we'll do one more. Good. Let's bring the leg back up toward the ceiling and just take the fuzzy off. Bring it back to the bumper. And sit up. You're going to come seated on the bar. One red and one blue for you. First thing to do is roll the shoulders down and back. You're perched on the bar with your arches of the foot pressed into the front edge of your carriage, and the legs and knees are locked. Good. Do some tricep work. They call these tendon stretch for whatever reason, but you'll scoot your butt off, dip, and then let the carriage swing the hips up. Good. Ooh, that's pretty. Scoop tight as you lift. Fix your shoulders as you dip. We want to put some detail work in there. Good. And up you go. Do you sense that's enough tension to get your hips up? Yeah. And then dip slowly, precisely, and scoop tight up. Let's do one more. Dip. And up. And sit for a moment. Good, roll out your wrists. Let's turn and work with a little more of the arms on the bar. So we visited this right in the beginning as a warm-up, and I'd like to add to it. So you're going to press back, and you feel almost laid out and parallel to the floor. Shoulders roll down and back. Let's bend the elbows. They go to the sides and press out. So we had used an imaginary barbell earlier when we were working with the footwork. Now I want to imagine that that's what you're doing with this. So out you go. And breathing in, exhale out. Make sure that your chin is lifted, that you're not looking down. A couple more like this. Squeeze out where the muscles that you're using. And last time, out you go. Bring it back to the bumper. Give yourself a little break. Roll your wrists around. Dig your toes in. Let's do a little plank here. And hold your plank and do some little push-ups, up and down over the bar. Breathing down, exhale up. They don't have to be big ones. The carriage never moves. Inhaling, bend. Exhaling, push. Couple of more like this. And up, last time. Up, put the knees down. Again, roll out your wrists for a moment. Both hands on the left side. Okay, come up into a plank. And I want you to do a very odd little push-up here. So both hands are under your left shoulder and squeeze up. The carriage never moves. Shoulders wide, chest is super active here. Squeeze up. 2 more. And last time. Good, knees come down. Roll out your wrists if you need to, and let's finish out with the hands on the right side. So holding a plank is half the battle. Shoulders down and back. Out you go to your plank, it's fixed. Bend both elbows and straighten. You decide how deep that bend can be. The object here is to get your sternum bone over the hands, of course, and you feel equal weight in both of your hands. If you close your ribs, you're going to feel your right oblique a little more. A couple of more. And last time. Good, knees come down. Roll out your wrists, your elbows, your shoulders, whatever you need to. I'd like to stretch out for just turn and open up the. Now these are the good morning push-ups. And then of course do your other side. You're breathing into this. And also if you need to stretch more after class. Cross your wrists, lace your fingers, and let's put this into our muscle and cerebral memory for the next time we meet. Uncross, bring your palms together, look straight ahead, eyes open. Look down your cheeks, eyes open. Relax your shoulders and close your eyes. Release it and move around a little. And there's your class today.